Are you being micromanaged at your job? Do you understand where I'm coming from at all? Because it's really stressful, man. Like, I find myself like getting anxiety whenever I get an email from this said person. It causes me anxiety. I'm like, what are you going to tell me that I did wrong? What are you going to tell me that my team did wrong? I've been really unhappy. It's only been 2 weeks of unhappiness. It hasn't been like years of unhappiness. I left my last company though because I felt like they were always dangling the carrot. You know what I mean? Like it was like, you're going to be a director. You're going to be a director. And I never was a director. And finally I got tired of it and got fed up. And I was like, well, it's time to move on. Scary as hell though. Don't get me wrong. It was scary as hell to move on because I had been there 10.5 years. But as I get older, I start to think I don't have to put up with bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't have to put up with bullshit. And that takes a little while to learn with experience, but it's like, and I always repeat this line, I am building somebody else's dream. It is not my dream. It is your dream. So I need to be treated right to build your dream. Yes, you're giving me stability. I'm a single mom. I have kids to take care of. But it's still your dream. And I can go find another place to work and build their dream. Keep in mind, on the weekends and at night, I'm building my dream. So it is, I don't stop. I don't stop building my dream. And it actually, you know, I don't know if you believe in the universe and stuff like that, but for me, it makes me think the universe is making me uncomfortable again. Because the first time, when it was 9.5 years, the first time, I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable. And I left there, I started with this new company, and then I started really, really, really honing in on what I wanted to do, which is build a community and talk to people that are over 40, over 50, over 60, that are going through the life change. You know, it's sharing stories, sharing experiences, because the doctors don't know. They're getting better. They still haven't figured it all out. Like, I don't even know if that scarring was because of menopause or not. I think it was. I really think it was. Thank God that whole breakout series stopped. I mean, it could have been an allergy. Don't get me wrong. It could have been. But I've been on the planet 50 years now, and that has never happened to me. But I feel like maybe the universe is trying to make me be uncomfortable again. And I look at all of the bad things that happen as a good thing. What's the hidden message in it? Where's the message? And that's typically what I do. I'm like, what am I supposed to learn right now? What am I supposed to do with this information? How is it going to make me grow? I mean, I'm already trying to build my dream constantly with my podcast. And I love it. God, I love my podcast. I love talking to people, you know. The podcast is great, except on a podcast app, I don't see a lot of places that you can actually communicate back and forth. Like on TikTok, I can communicate with you and you can put your stuff in the comments. I can find a video and really think the person is amazing and then comment on the video and follow them. It's not the same in podcast land. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to talk to people that have a story, that are everyday people, you and me. You know, I want to share your experiences of what you've gone through with other people, because I feel like that's where the connection is. When I was going through a lot in my relationships and looking around and trying to figure out what's next for me, because I already knew one day these kids are going to leave. You know, my son has 3 years left. One day these kids are going to leave. What am I going to do with my life? What's for me? Thinking like that, it really kind of shook me up a little bit. And it changed my thought process. And I know that there's people out there that are about to be empty nesters or are empty nesters right now. And you're wondering, what's for me? That's the stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to walk through it together. My son is 15 and he is so independent. So I know he's going to leave soon. I know you feel me, you guys. To sum this up, every single day that I work for this company, I'm going to evaluate if I'm happy or I'm stressed or I'm anxious or just how I'm feeling. And I will make a decision and I'll keep my eyes open because I refuse to be unhappy. I refuse to be unhappy. If I have to work for somebody else, if I have to do the job of somebody else, I'm going to have freedom at the same time.